Well, you guys, it's been a little while. Headed to the field to do some lifting. If you look over there at the two pickers, you see that the 8310 is hooked up to my picker now. Yeah, last week found out that the 7810, the air conditioner condenser on the inside of the tractor was leaking, so we had to switch out tractors. And I ran the 8310 on the picker for a while, and you know, that thing is so smooth. It's a world of a difference from the 78. But we got I think it was 5 inches and a tenth of rain last week, and the ground is drying up a little bit, but we got to get these bushes dried up some. So I'm gonna do a little lifting today. Had to change a bearing. Y'all remember that thing was squeaking? Yeah, that thing had a bearing on it that I know hadn't been changed since this thing been made, and I know this thing is probably older than me. So we got that changed out. It was on that right side over there, and we're gonna try and get some lifting done. Try and get these peanuts dried out so we can maybe get some picking done later on today. We'll check back in. It's definitely a little wetter. The ground is wetter than what me and Dan had checked earlier, because I started out spinning over there, and I'm spinning again right now, so I gotta watch out. My. What do we have here? Who did this? Yeah, we're back in that field where I miscounted my row, and it caused this one row to be left. Dan came to save the day to knock out the 3 rows that were left on the far side of it. But you know what? I've had a change of heart. Now that it looks so bad out here, I'm going to have to shift the blame to Dan. Yeah, this is Dan's fault. This is no longer my fault. This is Dan's fault. I'll tell you why. See, originally I said it was because I was sleepy, where I was just waking up from my lunch nap, and you know, I hadn't gotten back into my right mind yet. But I'm going to tell you what happened. So I was coming back to the field, and I counted out my 16 row pattern, and when I was coming back up, I had to count 4 rows further over than what I normally would have came back up, because Dan was coming back down a pass that would have caused us to have collided. So I had to count 4 rows over to get away from him to keep us from colliding. So instead of counting 4 rows, I counted 3. And it caused my row pattern to get messed up. So, Dan, I'm placing the blame on you now. You're responsible for this green thumb out here in the midst of all of these brown bushes. Yeah, it's your fault, Dan. I didn't do it, you guys. I am not responsible for this. I can tell that these peanuts were underwater. If you look at how white the bushes look, they got dirt on them because the dirt and the water was resting on the bushes. And so this is a low place, but I'm chugging on along through it. Maybe it'll dry out pretty good this week, because it's not supposed to be a chance of rain, Lord willing. It's definitely still sticky out here. As you can see, all that dirt sticking to the tire. And as you can see, I don't have 4-wheel drive, so I have to call Dan, who I just made accusation against, to come pull me out if I get stuck. Well, that wraps up this field. This actually, I think the 5 acres that's closest to the woods over here, Dan had to replant about 5 acres of it, because that's where the hogs had rooted up. But it don't look too bad. So I'm gonna check him out, See what he says about the bushes down here, if they're drying or not. Standing down there with his hands on his hips. So now we pulling up to this field called Heaths in the Woods. And as you can see, there's a bunch of water standing here in this little ditch. I guess we're gonna see how this field goes. It's about 15 acres out here. Once again, I started off on these ends and it's wet. Dan said there was water standing in these rows. Uh-oh. This weekend. Yeah, got a little sketchy right there. Well, you guys, it's time to take lunch. I didn't mention earlier that Dan said when we checked those bushes in that field earlier that it probably would be best to wait till tomorrow and let it dry, because as you can see, ooh, yeah, that's still pretty wet there. That's glistening pretty good. It's definitely gonna take some time for it to dry out. So I'm gonna probably lift some more after lunch, probably do this field, and that'll be what I'll be doing for the rest of the day. But right now it's time to eat and sleep. So I'll check back in after lunch. Of course, I'm back from lunch, and I've been back for a while, but as I come up on this row, I said, something here is missing. Would you not agree? I don't know if it was a bear or a raccoon, something that can pick up a bush and drag it or take it over here to the woods. Because the evidence is all over here. There's a bush there. And as you get into the woods around this tree here, I see these bushes around this pine tree. I don't know if something drug it over here and sat down and ate. A squirrel maybe? I don't know. I don't see a squirrel nest up there. But something robbed these bushes and drug them over here in the woods and ate them. I want to believe maybe it was a bear. Yeah, those guys are something else. I don't see any bear tracks, but I'm guessing that's probably what did it. There's definitely a lot of deer out here that's been trampling on them and eating them. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. So I'm getting out the tractor because I see another bush and another bush over here. Now, normally I wouldn't have time to do this because we'd be wide open, but being that it's wet, I'm gonna check this out. Now, here's some more peanut bushes over here by this tree. Oh, wait a minute, and I'm looking on this tree. That might have been a bear, you guys. Look how this tree is scratched up. See how it's scratched up right there? That might have been a bear. Climbed up the tree. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a bear. Climbed up the tree some and was eating. I know one thing, I don't want to find out whether or not it was a bear. Oh man, let me walk over here. Okay, yeah, that looks more like a bear print there. And there's where he got it from. Up here too. Oh, that's a little bit fresh there. That dirt is sort of fresh. That went long ago. Yeah, it been all out here. I guess, oh yeah, look at that. That's a big place right there. I guess some of this comes from when it was more soupy or wet out here. Like after it first rained. Uh-huh. Yes, yep. There it is. There's the evidence, you guys. See that paw print? He's been, oh yeah, he's been all out on this corner. I think them more fresher prints are from the deer. Like they might have been out here last night or earlier today, sometime or another. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video on up. Those old bears, I tell you, they gonna eat. They're gonna eat regardless. But anyway, you guys have a blessed day, and we will see you in the next one.